Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say
Yeah.
that.
That's fire.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go. That just got me hyped for real.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start
Let's
throwing that at random,
go.
like to get a nigga turned up.
Yes. Let's go. I
Nah,
like
that boy
that.
Jay created that, bro. That whole so fire, bro.
Bruh. Come
So
on. Let's
with the graph.
go.
Can you
Yeah.
share your screen?
Yeah. Stop sharing yours real quick and I'll show you mine
Okay.
and then I'll stop it.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Go. There you go. I see you.
okay. There it
I
is.
see you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
So you see it don't take that line like all the way up there. It's just
Oh yeah. And
so when it when
that's
these
what people
lines are
would.
going right here, what are these basically? These are they're just
It's
showing
kind of
like
like
the
I look
average
at it like
highs or
yeah, like moving average, like that. The highs and the average probably lows, just like you said. And that middle ground would be like the 50% line, whatever moving average it
right
is on
there
the
which
Bollinger
way is
Band.
riding.
And typically people would buy when it tips out the bottom and sell when
Uh-huh.
it tips out the top.
Got you. So if it hit like one of these lines or if it got below this little line that they looking at.
On the way people train on moving averages, when it's below the moving average, you want to be looking for sales.
Okay, got you.
But you like, I don't know if that
Even
applies on the Bollinger Bands because I know it's a certain way people train niggas on how to use that hoe.
okay.
And I'm not 100% sure, if that's how you properly use it. But I know it's multiple ways though. It's just your own research.
Got you.
But let's see.
Okay, so let's see. You got your charts up for the week.
Yeah, you know,
So I know, I mean, like y'all was talking about how you was setting your charts up. Um, not the advanced one, but what about
oh,
your other
the regular
chart?
charts.
Yeah, where you was actually putting on your markers and stuff.
Let me see. Let me see. Uh,
Cause I wanna get that and match it up to yours, just based
got
on you know what I mean. Me
got
starting, so I get a starting basis,
get an
so that
idea.
way,
Yeah.
yeah. So what I'm looking for. So this week when I look at the numbers or look at the chart, I can go next week and say, okay, this is where it started at. This is where I started with it at.
So you see this, the daily.
Yep.
I got the daily up right now. Let me see.
For the daily.
And basically, what did I? Yeah, because I drew this line right here as a low, and then I'm gonna zoom in so you can really get to see.
Okay.
Like I drew my line right here. I mean, I could have drawn it right here, but I look at it like this. If it's gonna break this low and then also trade into the lows that it
Uh-huh.
made below here, then that's where I want to be notified of something. Like I don't want to have it like at the bottom type shit. On the only time I put anything like this at the bottom is if it
Uh-huh.
has no other wicks around it type shit. So for instance, like I wouldn't put it down here. I would leave it like this. But this one, this high, I did choose to put it up here because it was a big push high. So I want to see, being that Marcus started pushing high, I want to see if it's gonna touch that and try to take out
Right.
these highs, which is probably is going to do because that's what typically what markets want to do is take out stop losses because that's what the algorithms need to do to add liquidity. Everybody got to be out of their trade so it could be fresh money back in the market and people can
Okay.
risk
Okay.
again. Yeah.
So you got that bottom low. What is that? 71.80.
That's the 70, yeah, 7180. And then I had marked this low, this little dip right here, because that was a nice little swing low. So I want to just keep that on the back of my head, and I think that is 72.63. When you see, I did the same thing with the wicks. You know, I marked it right here at this low of this wick, but it's still, you know, in the family of this wick. But see,
Gotcha.
if I'd have moved it down here, then this one is like acting like it never happened. So I want them both to be in the family type shit. And then I marked the high up here, and that's all I did for the daily, cause that's all I see for the daily. This line right here, I think the top. This was 74.42, and then high. And this line right here, I'm gonna change the color because this is based off the hourly.
Okay.
Change that to purple. And I think this up here is the weekly. Yeah, it's the weekly high. Change that green. And then that's weekly lows. Nah, that's good enough. Like I said, shit ain't gotta be perfect dead ass. You just want a general idea of the heat zones. Like, so 4 hour, I ain't really got nothing to mark up. Everything's still looking good. And this is the 1 hour. So like I said, I felt like market's gonna trade back down, probably into this area, or even down to these lows. But what I want to see is on the 15 minute if it's gonna break this low.
Okay. Okay.
It could come all the way down here, but this that low. I'm gonna mark it red. And that's how you see how I easily just create lines by duplicating them.
Okay. And okay. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, instead of like going up here to draw a trend line and clicking this and selecting horizontal, you could just click on the line and you could duplicate it, move it, remove it, all that shit. So that's just me popping up different lines. Go down here, change the color to red. So that's just a little area I want to see if it hits that. If it hits that, then I'm probably a little bit more. I mean, if it breaks through this and closes, not just wicking down and trading back up. Because if it do that, then I want to buy that. But if it trades down here and closes and shit, and you know when the market's gonna close, if it stays below here and it's like on a 15-minute candle that says like 7:14. That means it's one more minute before they hope about to close, and it's still down here. Then that
Uh-huh.
means it's less likely that that 1 minute is gonna push it way back above. So that's when you kind of know. You'll know as you trade more and shit if it's really gonna close below here versus the first minute of that 15-minute candle pushing below. It probably could have the tendency to push back higher.
Okay. What's that? Seven. Okay. That's your 15-minute chart in the hour.
Yeah. What you was looking at the price
Uh
on
huh.
a different level.
Yep.
I drew this purple line. I just drew this because it was just all these lows. I didn't even put this at a certain price. I just put it right where I
Right.
felt like all the wicks was touching. I just threw it right there. Like as I said, this shit ain't gotta be perfect. You gonna get comfortable with that. Just throwing them bitches on there. Like your shit ain't gotta match up with mine, nor does it gotta match up with Jay's. Like I know you
Right.
doing it
It's just
now,
in
but
that area.
eventually,
Yeah.
yeah, I know you doing it now, and that's good. You need it so you can really see what I'm seeing. But hey, as you grow and as you go be able to just pop open your charts on a blank screen and be like, all right, bet this is this is that, and I'm gonna wait to see what happens. Like, you know, That just come with
Okay.
time, bro.
I see that. Let me see. What else? Did I have anything else? Cause really, when I had popped up in that advanced chart, I just started kind of just looking at it and going through and looking at different indicators and the
Hmm.
ones that I had seen before.
My last one that I'll use that you could look into is a MACD.
Uh-huh.
That one hard because they show a lot of divergence and shit. And you gotta look that up. Divergence is basically when I'm gonna put it up so you can just see that shit. Cause I had certain settings that I would put my MACD on. I didn't just put it on a default. I changed this whole. I put it at five. What was 5, 8, and 3. So I changed this to 5. Changed this to 8. Now I got these settings from watching a guy, this African guy that trades like 4, 5 years ago. And when he was explaining this shit just fucking blew me away. Let's see. Basically, a divergence is this.
Uh-huh.
Is get a trend line. It's this. You see the markets come had a high and then it made a low. You see this high? It's matching with the high of the market right here, right?
Right.
And you see this little swing higher, or swing is a lower high. That's what they call it. Like, higher lows and lower highs. So basically this right here is a lower high because it's higher than this swing point and it's higher than this little swing below. So that's a lower high. This is a lower. I mean, no, I'm sorry, a higher low.
Gotcha.
When it's going, when it's bullish, it's
Uh-huh.
either a higher low or a higher high. So a
Higher
higher
low
low
and
would be
higher high.
all the new low points that's higher than the previous ones. So this is a low point. This one was higher than the previous one. So this is a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And then above it, this is a high point. So it's a higher high, higher high, higher high, high. That's what they call that shit in the market. How you gonna hear that? So a divergence is when you got two different things showing on the market. So basically, this is creating a lower high, but on the markets, it's creating a higher high. That's divergence. So what people would do is when they see the market went higher, but MACD didn't go higher, they'll sell that. They'll sell the divergence. Now, granted, it didn't start selling off, but eventually it probably will. It'll probably start selling off and shit. But that's what people trade. That was the biggest thing I learned on MACD that made me use that hoe for a long ass time. Well, these damn candies good in a bit.
Man, I
Oh,
was over here.
my
Look,
two
at
pound.
first when we was live, I was over here eating. That's why I had my screen off. I was over here
No,
smacking on some spaghetti and garlic bread.
facts.
I was trying to catch up.
What other things you ever see us do that made you like, what the fuck are these niggas doing?
Um, let me think. Let me think.
'Cause I know a lot of shit we do, we just do it so with ease.
Yeah, it's just fluid.
It's
You
just like,
know,
yeah,
it's just
fluid.
fluid.
Like,
So
yeah. Speaking of that, I got a whole DVD that I bought from them these guys called Wix Don't Lie,
uh-huh.
and them niggas taught me and Jay, and still to this day. Like I watch them on their live and just just seeing what they see in the markets and just, brushing up on support and resistance and all this shit. But he had came out with a DVD basically, breaking down his whole strategy and how he sees the market and shit. And that shit is hard. And it I could say it kind of teaches you from a beginner level, but I'm thinking you probably can handle it. You could understand the concepts a nigga talking about. So when I get back in Dallas, I'm gonna give you that whole, it's a DVD.
Gotcha.
So you could just, have just some extra shit you want to watch when you ain't got nothing to do.
And see, that's the
Which I'm
most of
pretty
what I
sure
do
that's
is I pick through YouTube. They don't try and put full courses on there. You gotta actually try to solo pick the videos and stuff.
yeah. But
That's
bro, I'm
that's
gonna tell
that's what
you,
I was doing.
from the years I've been doing this, fam, like everything on YouTube you could get for free. Like
Yep.
basically the courses you go by is
Yep.
just a compiled information that's already free on YouTube. That's all it is. So put that down. Bitcoin is not looking good.
Okay. Yeah. That was another thing I was gonna ask. It's called Q Coin that you trade your Bitcoin on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna show you that one right now. I think let me see. Oh, Chrome. Right there.
Yeah, Q Coin.
And basically, probably need to get out of this damn buy. I'm still learning Bitcoin. Though, I ain't gonna lie, the movements of it, but it kind of moved the same way as every other market, bro. It's just I don't know. I feel like it's really manipulated because
Right.
it's only a certain few people got enough of this money, and it's rare. It ain't like the federal government could just keep printing this shit. But yeah, I was in buys all up in here, but I was expecting it to go into this area. I was go take profit up in there, but it's starting to turn around. But I just don't want it to break these lows. That's when I'm gonna really get out. And that's at like 40,200.
That moolah.
Man. But this
I
shit lit
remember.
though, boy. Like,
I remember when it was at 8,000 a share.
bro, we got a video of it at 8,000 a share.
Oh my gosh, bro! I was like,
Right,
man,
nigga.
8,000 too much, but I should have went with
Nigga.
it.
I
I
was
should
like,
have went with it.
but shit, fuck 8,000, nigga. I remember when it was 1,000.
Somebody was telling me, and I think I remember when it was at like 600, and I was like, man, hell, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't.
Boy, your ass
Oh,
would have been straight,
what?
nigga.
Somebody have been
But
feeding me grapes right now, bro.
man, come on. But it's the thing about it though, like what I always say with that, bro. It's like, yeah, you could have got in when it was 100, 600, but when that thing shot up to like 8 grand, 10, and all the way to 13,
somebody would
it did a
snatch their money out.
no, it did. That's what happened. Like it was I think back in, I don't know, that was 20 fucking 15, 16. The mark
Uh-huh.
like Bitcoin had dropped all the way back down to like $3,000 from its high of like 10 to 13. Like so
Oh,
imagine you
motherfuckers
man,
was
you good.
running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you probably would have took all your money out thinking that it's gonna go back down to your initial investment of $600. But look at it now. Shit went all the way up to
Oof.
60
Oof,
bands.
oof,
Like that
oof,
would have killed
oof.
that would have made you more sick. The fact that you was in it and you
Yeah.
got out and then it went
And then
all
it
the way
went
to
all the
60
way.
grand, that would have hurt more than you not being in at all. And
Yeah.
that prime example is why they said it's always a good idea to not be in the markets because us as employees, we program to be like, okay, I gotta be doing something to earn
Yeah.
my money.
To
Like I
earn my
gotta be
money. Yep.
physically working or thinking or doing something to earn money. It's like this shit is unorthodox, nigga, to like be clicking buttons and just analyzing the markets and then you can make like fucking sky's the limit. Like there's literally no limit on how much you can make in this shit. So it's like, yeah, you gotta treat yourself or train yourself to be like, okay, the markets really don't look good right now. I probably need to get out. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been in like really understanding these markets for the past 4 years, and I still training myself with that shit. So
Yeah.
that's something. And even niggas that's making millions of dollars still dealing with that because all your life you've been trained to be like, if you're not working and doing something, like a trader is supposed to trade. So if you're not trading, nigga, you just kind of not doing that. You worthless. But until you like, it's a hard road. Like I don't know if a lot of niggas done got out of that mind frame, but yeah, man. Yeah, I'm probably be looking to get me some buys up in here.
Yeah. I hear the tunes going. Let me answer this real
Yeah.
quick. See what she talking. All right. Grocery order. It's crazy how nowadays how it's like now you can still like you can order groceries online and the shit just be sent to you where it was like, man, you always gotta go to the grocery store.
Facts.
This stuff just different nowadays.
That's true, bro. And it's gonna get even more different. I don't know. I'm just waiting for that nobody in hospitality. Like when they take humans out of that job.
Man.
Like robots at the hotel, robots at McDonald's,
And bro,
robots at Papa Do's.
it's crazy you say that. They got proof that over in I don't know if it's China or Japan, I can't remember which one it is, but they're building those robots. They got 4 robots that have killed, and they won't put it out there, but they've killed 24 people already.
Wait, what?
Yep.
How? Like out of anger or just
Just
they
hey,
help
I
them.
mean I don't. So I saw a matter of fact, I saw a video on World Star today of a little robot running out in the field with some cheetahs, and the cheetahs are scared to like run up on the robot because how fast it moves, bro. It turns faster, runs, jumps, and all that like a cat
Oh, you talking
dog.
about them robots that the army be using?
Yes,
It look
they
like a
are.
dog.
Yeah, and now they
Yeah.
got the human looking ones. That's the shit
Oh,
that
for real?
killed the. Yeah, that's the shit that killed the 24 people. Not like I don't think it was like in one little setting, but it was like through the research and years,
Right, right, right.
it's done killed 24 people.
But what they using the robots for? Like, is it in like combat missions or it's like
That's
just in the
that's what they're trying to get them war ready or defense ready,
head ass?
bro. That shit is
So China
crazy,
like fuck a regular army, nigga. We got these
right?
high robots.
That's-
Damn, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess they've been doing a good job of keeping it up under the wraps. Uh,
that's crazy, bro. That's wild.
yeah,
It's like nowadays you really just gotta get yourself ready for any and everything.
big facts, bro.
They put the stuff in these movies and these shows trying to get everybody ready for it.
That's what I be feeling like too. Like you can't keep it's only so many end of the world movies and zombie
Right.
movies. Y'all could like I think we get the point, but nah, nigga, y'all don't get the point.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm
There's
about to come
well
out with
my
another one.
my thing is this. Every story originated somewhere. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
it may not be exactly how the movie depicts it, but
Oh yeah,
something
but it's gonna
similar
have
has
some
happened like that.
similarity.
You know what I mean? Something
Yeah,
in that realm has happened already
yeah.
and we don't
I
know
feel that.
about it, or some people got some shit that we don't know about that's gonna happen in the future.
Nah, I feel that 100%.
You know,
Real talk. Just I don't think the world ready for that, man.
the, it,
It's people still trying to get a good job,
right,
like let alone trying to worry about some robots, fam.
bruh. Look, and that's my thing. I get up every morning and go to work, and they'll look at me and they be like, "Man, you good? You all right? You look a little spaced out. You been smoking? Even?" And really, it's like, no, bruh. Do you not really know what's going on in the world? Like, that's
Right.
where I'll be
Fact.
checking out. I'll be at work checked out, but still working.
Damn. Is your job like crazy demanding where you got like
Nah, hell nah.
deadlines and
Nope.
niggas over your back trying to fucking manage you and shit?
Well, at first they were. At
Oh,
first they
okay.
were. And now with the contract this year, because we about to go on strike on them boys if they keep acting up.
Oh, for real?
Give me a
I
little more
really can't
time to
get
study
their
and
ass.
trade.
Nah, big facts. Big facts.
Yeah.
So where you work in the Fort Worth plant, like the
Yeah.
big plant?
Yeah, I'm on the floor out there actually working on the jets.
Come on, nigga.
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie, I miss that shit low key. I used to ride
Oh
around the
yeah.
fucking golf carts.
Bruh, that shit whipping.
I already know, fool.
Down that center aisle, bro, they don't care.
Man, come on.
They don't care. They be there.
And that bitch long as like 30 football fields. Then you can have
Yes.
a day race in that bitch.
Bruh. And
For
you can hear when they been driving fast because somebody will jump out or they'll walk out in the middle and they go, you be like, yeah,
yeah,
somebody almost got hit. Somebody almost got hit.
nah, facts, bro. Yeah, I
Bruh.
miss that shit. Yeah, that shit used to be fun up there. We used to fucking clown in that hoe. It
Oh
was so
yeah.
big, bro. That was like a fucking its own city.
Yeah.
Like
Bro, it
low
need to
key,
have
when
its
you go
own
like
zip
the
code.
outskirts of some of the buildings, like the old buildings that they used to use back in the day, like that shit's like an
Hmm.
old city.
Man, it's crazy. And even like some of the little stories, they got underground bunkers and underground testing
Right,
facilities and shit. Man, come on, bro.
right. I heard
Like,
all them stories. I heard all them
hmm
stories, man. That's crazy. Yeah, when I left, they was still building out like keys. So I can't imagine what it looked like right now, bro.
Man,
Any new
it's
hangers they done built up.
insane, bro. It's insane. Like I said, it should have its own zip code.
Facts. Are they only building F-35s?
They do repairs on the F-16s, I believe. Still,
Okay.
every once in a while they'll come through, but right now it's
'Cause,
just straight up F-35.
yeah, when I was working there, bro, the F-35 was like a display model. It was they used to have all these different people from different all the parts of the world to come in, and they would give presentations and have the
Of
F-35
what it's
units
gonna
there,
be.
what it's gonna
Yeah.
be. And they built a few of them doing test flights, but it was F-16 all day, like hard, like that's all it was building.
Oh yeah. If you see
The
right now, man,
UAE
that
shit for the UAE people,
yeah. Matter of fact, my boy was over in
Northrop
Dubai with
Grumman.
that UAE shit.
hmm Paying them boys good. I remember when they was coming
Oh
down there fresh out of college, making
my,
80 racks a year.
bro, my boy was over there. He signed on for the first 2 years. Was at 100 each year, and then
Yeah,
they took care of all his livings, expenses, his food, and everything. So that 100, that's what he got.
got you.
He signed on for another 6 months, and they bumped it just to 300 for the 6 months.
What you mean?
I said,
They
bruh,
giving away money, fam.
bro. And I mean, young bull was, man, he had to be 23, 22. He had just turned 20. He just turned 22. My bad, because we had went out. We was drinking and stuff with him, but he had just turned 22. Bro was over in
mm,
Dubai, not giving a fuck.
damn, bro. I'm still trying to go out there.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Them boys building
Get to a certain platform where you move around and they looking for you to move around. Oh hey, how you doing, Mr. Charles, sir? How's it going? You know what I
right,
mean? Oh yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to fuck with.
Yeah. But I think that's really all I had. I'ma go ahead and get myself situated and get me ready for this week.
That's the bet, my boy.
I'ma I'll throw some stuff in the chat when I catch these videos, the different
Yeah,
little
man.
questions and stuff, different
Yeah,
little
man.
things I may hear that I feel like may put a little input in there.
Right, right, right. You already know. I'm
All
out.
right, y'all. Be safe.
All right, you too.